Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Buhari approves postponement of 2023 census. Workers' Day, FCTA withdraws NLC permission to use Eagle Square. Former Nigerian senator arrested, detained in Abuja. Oshu police nabs parade suspected local gun fabricator. On sport, Igalo target Asians Champions League glory with Al Hilal. Now the news in detail. President Muhammad Buhari has approved the postponement of the 2023 population and housing census. Buhari made this known after a meeting with some members of the Federal Executive Council and the National Population Commission on Friday night. He said the earlier scheduled census, which was to hold from May 3 or 3rd to 7th, will be determined by the incoming administration. A statement signed and issued by the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, on Saturday said, in arriving at the decision to postpone the census, the meeting reiterated the critical need for the conduct of a population and housing census 17 years after the last census to collect up-to-date data that will drive the management and developmental goals of the country and improve the living standard of Nigerian people. He said Buhari noted that with the completion of the enumeration area demarcation of the country, conduct of first and second protests, the requirements and retraining of ad hoc workers, procurement of personal digital assistants, PDAs, and ICT infrastructures, appreciable progress had been made in the implementation of the 2023 population and housing census. He also commended the methodology being put in place by the Commission to conduct accurate and reliable census, especially the massive deployment of technology that is capable of delivering world-class census and laying a sustainable basis for future censuses. Buhari further directed the Commission to continue with preparations for the conduct of the 2023 population and housing census in order to sustain the gains already recorded and provide the basis for the incoming administration to consolidate those achievements. The Ministry of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) has withdrawn the permission given to organized labor under the auspices of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) to use Eagle Square in Abuja for the 2023 Workers' Day celebration. This comes barely 3 days before the International Workers' Day celebration on May 1st. The General Secretary of the NLC, Comrade Emmanuel Ubuaja, stated that the FCT minister sent the withdrawal on Thursday in a letter sent to the Congress through his administration's agency. In the letter, the minister explained that the withdrawal resulted from the preparations for the May 29 inauguration of the President-elect Bola Tinubu at Eagle Square. Emmanuel Ubuaja said they have withdrawn the permission and don't want to talk to us. The FCT minister has withdrawn our permission and clearly is speaking for his government. It means the government does not want to address the workers, so they do not appreciate the work the workers have put in over these years, and we will not fail to appreciate ourselves. The withdrawal has no implication on workers because the celebration will hold, but not in Eagle Square. Workers will mark their day from the NLC to every nook and cranny of the country. They claim to be renovating the Eagle Square for usage on May 29th, and we will find it to be ultra lame. This is not the first inauguration. We've had over 5 to 7 inaugurations in the past 2 decades and always held May Day in Eagle Square. He said workers should be prepared, or better still, should prepare for the worst. The indicators do not point towards any rosy future if we do not struggle. So it will be a war or cry on May 1st for us to break up to take challenges we see coming forward. And to another story from Abuja. Senator Andy Uba, former senator representing Anambra's South Senatorial Zone and All Progressive Congress APC governorship candidate in Anambra State, was reportedly arrested and detained by the Nigerian police force in Abuja. According to Sahara reporters, Uba was arrested on Wednesday, April 26th by the Inspector General of Police Monitoring Unit, though the exact reason for his arrest remains unknown. Andy Uba, a former senior special assistant to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, has always thrived on controversy. He is either embroiled in a political, business, or personal dispute. The most recent controversy in which the former Anambra State governorship aspirant was embroiled was over a 50 million naira debts he owed renowned businessman Arthur Eze, which resulted in the seizure of some of his cars when he refused to pay. He allegedly promised to make a monthly 1 million naira installment payment but failed to do so. When the matter was brought up in court, he denied receiving any loan from Eze. When contacted, the police force public relations officer CSP Muyiwa Adejobi stated, "No report like that before me." From Abuja to Osun State. A 35-year-old suspected local gun fabricator, Kazeem Folaji, has been arrested and paraded by the Nigerian Police Force Osun State Command. The suspect, Folaji, according to police spokesperson Yemisi Opalola, was arrested based on the decision of the command to clamp down on local fabricators and runners. Opalola also revealed on Friday that the suspect was arrested in Ejigbo local government on Sunday. She added that he confessed during interrogation that a fabricated gun in his possession at the time of his arrest was made by his associate, who is now in prison. In our words, we have arrested a lot of people in a state with firearms. That is what led to the arrest of this 35-year-old man. He was arrested around 12:30 a.m. in Ejigbo. We recovered firearms and keys from him. He told us that the person that used to fabricate firearms has been taken to prison, but he kept some of the firearms, she said. Information report that Osun State has been battling with the proliferation of locally made guns, and this has led to several deaths. Meanwhile, the suspect said his major business is the fabrication of keys and oaths, and that he had never been involved in fabrication of local guns. To end the news is the sports story. Odion Jude Igalo will hope to lead Saudi Arabia Professional Football League's champions Al Hilal to victory when they take on Japanese side Urawa Red Diamonds. The first-leg encounter is billed for the King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh, on Saturday today. Igalo has scored 7 goals for the Blue Waves in its competition this season. With his strength, speed, and clinical finishing, it will be a constant threat to the Urawa defense. Only Aldo Els Elmason Jr. has scored more goals, 8 than the Nigerian in the competition this season. The 33-year-old has also won a chance to win his second title with Raman Diaz's side. Igalo won the Saudi Arabia Professional Football League title with the club last season. And Hilal have won the Asian Champions League title twice in the past. That sports story ends the national news from BGI TV Currents this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari approves postponement of 2023 census. Workers' Day, FCTA withdraws NLC permission to use Eagle Square. Former Nigerian senator arrested, detained in Abuja. Osun police nabbed, parades suspected local gun fabricator. And on sports, Igalo target Asian Champions League glory with Al Hilal. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, the handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.